Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you again, brothers around the world. In this video I will show you how to fix the laptop motherboard. Here is the Acer laptop motherboard with model ZQR with problem cannot turn on. The voltage of my power supply unit dropped suddenly when I plug to this DC jack, and I checked the resistance of the DC jack of this motherboard. No short circuit. And then after DC jack, here is the diode, and after diode still no short circuit here, no shorted to the ground. And then after diode, here is the MOSFET, the main MOSFET. There is connecting the DC jack, the voltage from DC jack to the V-in line, and on the V-in line here is you can see the resistance. The resistance in this line is about 20 ohm. If the voltage of our power supply drop immediately or drop suddenly when plugged to this DC jack, the first step is we must remove the processor of this motherboard. The condition of resistance of this V-in line after I remove the processor is about, please to watch my analog multitester. We have here about 100 ohm, and with the processor the resistance, its resistance is about 20 ohm. Okay, this means that the connection between VCC core and V-in line is not good. After I know that the VCC core line get the trouble, I can say you that I can say you about the trouble of this VCC core, because the resistance of the V-in line changes after I remove the processor. Okay, what next? The next step is checking the MOSFET. The MOSFET. This is the MOSFET of the VCC core. I have the video that I shared before this video about the VCC core. In the VCC core block, there is 4 MOSFET, 4 N-channel MOSFET, and we must check one by one to find the broken MOSFET. So the problem of this motherboard is the leakage of voltage from the V-in line to the VCC core. V-in appear from the main MOSFET and is connected to this main resistor, and then distributed to all parts of the motherboard, including the VCC core. Under normal conditions, the resistance in V-in should not change when the processor is present or not. Kalau berubah itu menunjukkan ada kebocoran. Efeknya apa? Kalau bocor ya tegangan yang masuk ke VCC core itu tidak sesuai, tentu terlalu besar ya. Dan tentu saja karena setiap motherboard memiliki sistem proteksi, maka laptop nggak mungkin bisa dinyalakan. Kalau sampai bisa dinyalakan, prosesor langsung rusak, jebol. The step we are doing is to find a leaky MOSFET of this VCC core block. Kita sudah sering upload video yang membahas tentang VCC core, termasuk motherboard yang problemnya seperti ini kita juga pernah sempat bahas. This is the VCC core coils. We will separate first. So on this motherboard there are two coils. So there are two lines through these two coils. But the control of this VCC core is just one IC only. Karena masing-masing coil ini memiliki dua buah MOSFET, maka untuk lebih mudah menemukan MOSFET yang rusak, ini kita pisahkan dulu. I told you earlier that the resistance of the V-in line with the processor is about 20 ohm. I think this show us that the MOSFET of the VCC core is not real sorted between pin source and pin drain, because if the pin source and drain have sorted, the resistance of the V-in line is not just about 20 ohm. This must be close to 0 ohm, about 1.5 ohm or 0.5 ohm. Must be close to 0 ohm. I will try to check the VCC core without the processor. Ini 17.8. No voltage here. In the normal condition, this must be no voltage and this must be no voltage. Okay, I think this MOSFET have the voltage more high than this, so I think the broken MOSFET is here, one of these two MOSFETs. As you know that the MOSFET here, as the older SMPS block, this MOSFET, the one MOSFET of this connected to the ground, and one of this MOSFET connected to the 19 volt. We can check using the multitester what is the MOSFET that connected to the V-in line. Okay, this MOSFET connected to V-in line, and this MOSFET, the one pins one pin of this MOSFET is connected to the ground. So I think the broken MOSFET is this. We must remove this to ensure the condition of this MOSFET. This is N-channel MOSFET, and we can get this from the other motherboard. Okay, I will show you the difference of the normal MOSFET and the bad MOSFET. The normal MOSFET, the normal MOSFET, you can see here, this is the N-channel MOSFET. Once again, this is the N-channel MOSFET. Please to watch my analog multitester, and you can see here the pins number. This is the pin number 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the number 5, 6, 7, 8, and the pin number 5, 6, 7, and 8 is connected together because we just need 3 pins: pin source, pin drain, and the pin gate. And generally the broken MOSFET, we can detecting this by checking the pin drain and pin source. The source pin is pin number 1, 2, and 3. This is not, we cannot see that these pins 1, 2, and 3 not connected together, but inside of this MOSFET, inside of this MOSFET, these pins is connected 1, 2, and 3. And then pin number 4 is pin gate, and pin number 5, 6, 7, and 8 is pin drain. So we just need to check pin number 5, 6, 7, or 8, and pin number 1, 2, or 3. Place the red probe of the analog multitester to the pin 5, and then place the black probe to the pin number 1. So you can see my analog multitester that the needle is moved, but not until 0 ohm. And then place the black probe on the pin number 5, and place the red probe on the pin number 1, 2, or 3. The needle of the analog multitester not move. This is the normal N-channel MOSFET. Okay, and this is the broken or the bad MOSFET, N-channel MOSFET. When we place the red probe of the pin number 5 and black probe to the pin number 1, the needle of the analog multitester move and not 0 ohm. If the black probe placed to the pin number 5 and the red probe placed to pin number 1, pin number 1. So you can see here that needle of the analog multitester move to 15 ohm. So this MOSFET have leaked. The bad MOSFET have found, and I will replace this to this one. Okay, wait until the temperature back to the normal condition. This is the resistance of the V-in line. And if the processor installed, okay, the resistance of the V-in line is, please to watch my analog multitester. The needle of this multitester is not moved with or without the processor. Without the processor, the needle of analog multitester is not moved, and with the processor, still not move. This is the normal condition of the V-in line of this motherboard. This condition is same of any type of the motherboard. Let's try to connect the power supply. And now my power supply, the voltage of my power supply not drop again. And let's try to turn on this motherboard. And now this motherboard working. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope this video will useful. See you again in the next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.